The Indus Valley Civilization, also known as the Harappan Civilization, is one of the world's earliest urban cultures, flourishing around 2600 BCE to 1900 BCE in the northwestern regions of South Asia. Spanning present-day Pakistan and northwest India, the civilization is renowned for its advanced urban planning, sophisticated culture, and extensive trade networks. This essay delves into the origins, culture, town planning, religious practices, and trade of the Indus Valley Civilization, providing a holistic understanding of this ancient society. Origins of the Indus Valley Civilization. The origins of the Indus Valley Civilization can be traced back to the Neolithic villages that emerged in the region around 7000 BCE. These early settlements, such as Mehrgarh in present-day Pakistan, were characterized by rudimentary agriculture, domestication of animals, and the use of simple tools. Over millennia, these communities evolved, developing more complex social structures and technological advancements. By around 2600 BCE, the Indus Valley Civilization had emerged as a fully fledged urban culture. The civilization's heartland was located in the fertile floodplains of the Indus River and its tributaries, which provided the necessary resources for agriculture and sustained large populations. The major urban centers of the Indus Valley Civilization, such as Harappa and Mohenjo-Daro, were established during this period, marking the zenith of the civilization's development. Culture of the Indus Valley Civilization. The culture of the Indus Valley Civilization was remarkably advanced for its time, characterized by a high degree of social organization, artistic expression, and technological innovation. Art and craft, the Harappans were skilled artisans, producing a wide range of artifacts that reflect their artistic sensibilities. Pottery was a significant aspect of their material culture, with both utilitarian and decorative pieces being produced. The pottery was often painted with intricate geometric patterns and motifs, showcasing the Harappans' attention to detail and aesthetic appreciation. Seal-making was another prominent craft, with thousands of seals discovered at various sites. These seals, typically made of steatite, feature intricate carvings of animals, deities, and symbols. The purpose of these seals remains a subject of debate, but they are believed to have been used for trade, administrative purposes, or as amulets. Language and script. The Indus Valley Civilization is known for its unique script, which remains undeciphered to this day. The script consists of around 600 symbols, often found on seals, pottery, and other artifacts. Despite numerous attempts by scholars, the language and meaning of the script have eluded decipherment, leaving many aspects of Harappan culture and administration shrouded in mystery. Social structure. The social structure of the Indus Valley Civilization appears to have been relatively egalitarian, with little evidence of extreme social stratification. The uniformity in housing and the absence of grandiose palaces or temples suggest a society where wealth and power were not concentrated in the hands of a few. However, the presence of large public buildings and granaries indicates the existence of some form of centralized authority or governance. Town planning and architecture. One of the most striking features of the Indus Valley Civilization is its advanced town planning and architecture. The cities of Harappa and Mohenjo-Daro are prime examples of the Harappans' engineering prowess and urban planning. Urban layout. The cities were laid out in a grid pattern with well-defined streets and lanes running in a north-south and east-west orientation. This grid layout facilitated efficient movement and organization within the city. The streets were wide, with some main thoroughfares measuring up to 10 meters in width, allowing for the passage of carts and pedestrians. Housing residential areas in Harappan cities were characterized by standardized brick houses, typically built around a central courtyard. The houses were constructed using uniformly sized baked bricks, which were durable and provided insulation against the region's extreme climate. Many houses had private wells, bathrooms, and drainage systems, indicating a high standard of living and a concern for hygiene. Public buildings. The cities featured several public buildings, including granaries, bathhouses, and assembly halls. The Great Bath of Mohenjo-Daro is one of the most iconic structures of the Indus Valley Civilization. This large, watertight pool, lined with bricks and bitumen, is believed to have been used for ritual bathing or religious ceremonies. The presence of such structures suggests the importance of communal activities and possibly religious practices in Harappan society. Drainage system. The Harappans were pioneers in urban sanitation, with an elaborate drainage system that was ahead of its time. Each house was connected to a central drainage system that ran along the streets, ensuring the efficient disposal of wastewater and maintaining cleanliness within the city. Covered drains and manholes were also part of this sophisticated system, reflecting the Harappans' engineering ingenuity. Religious practices. The religious practices of the Indus Valley Civilization are not fully understood due to the lack of deciphered written records. However, archaeological evidence provides some insights into their spiritual beliefs and rituals, deities and symbols. Several artifacts, including seals and figurines, suggest the worship of deities and the use of symbolic representations. One of the most famous seals, known as the Pashupati seal, depicts a figure seated in a yogic posture, surrounded by animals. This figure is often interpreted as a proto-Shiva, a precursor to the Hindu god Shiva, indicating possible continuity between Harappan and later Indian religious traditions. Female figurines, often referred to as mother goddess figurines, have also been discovered in large numbers. These figurines are believed to represent fertility deities or goddesses associated with agriculture and childbirth. The prominence of these figurines suggests that fertility and nature played a significant role in Harappan religious practices. Ritual bathing. The Great Bath of Mohenjo-Daro is often associated with ritual bathing, a practice that has parallels in later Indian religions such as Hinduism. The act of ritual bathing is believed to have had purificatory and spiritual significance, possibly linked to religious ceremonies or communal gatherings. Burial practices. The Harappans practiced both burial and cremation, with burial sites containing grave goods such as pottery, jewelry, and tools. The presence of grave goods suggests a belief in an afterlife or the importance of providing for the deceased in the next world. The variation in burial practices may reflect different social or cultural groups within the civilization. Trade and economy. The Indus Valley Civilization had a thriving economy, supported by advanced agricultural practices, craft production, and extensive trade networks. Agriculture was the backbone of the Harappan economy, with the fertile floodplains of the Indus River providing ideal conditions for farming. The Harappans cultivated a variety of crops, including wheat, barley, peas, and sesame. They also practiced irrigation, using canals and wells to ensure a steady water supply for their fields. The surplus agricultural production supported the urban population and facilitated trade with other regions. Craft production. The Harappans were skilled craftsmen, producing a wide range of goods for both domestic use and trade. Pottery, beads, jewelry, and textiles were among the items produced in large quantities. The use of standardized weights and measures indicates a high level of organization and quality control in craft production. Trade networks. The Indus Valley Civilization had extensive trade networks, connecting it to regions as far afield as Mesopotamia, Central Asia, and the Persian Gulf. Harappan artifacts, such as seals, beads, and pottery, have been found in these distant regions, indicating the reach of their trade. The Harappans traded in a variety of goods, including agricultural products, textiles, and luxury items such as lapis lazuli and carnelian. The presence of dockyards at sites like Lothal suggests that the Harappans were also engaged in maritime trade. Ships would have transported goods along the coast and possibly across the Arabian Sea, further expanding the civilization's economic reach. Currency and exchange. While there is no evidence of a standardized currency, the Harappans likely used a system of barter and exchange. Standardized weights and measures made of stone and metal have been found at various sites, indicating a system of regulated trade and commerce. These weights were used to measure goods such as grains, metals, and other commodities, ensuring fairness and consistency in trade transactions. Decline of the Indus Valley Civilization. The decline of the Indus Valley Civilization around 1900 BCE remains a subject of debate among scholars. Several theories have been proposed to explain the collapse of this once thriving civilization. Environmental factors. One of the leading theories suggests that environmental changes, such as shifts in the course of the Indus River or climate change, may have disrupted the agricultural base of the civilization. A decline in rainfall or the drying up of rivers could have led to food shortages and the abandonment of urban centers. Natural disasters. Natural disasters such as earthquakes or floods may have also contributed to the decline. The region is prone to seismic activity, and evidence of flooding has been found at some Harappan sites. Such disasters could have caused widespread destruction and forced the population to migrate to other areas. Invasion and conflict. Some scholars have proposed that the Indus Valley Civilization may have been invaded by external forces such as the Indo-Aryans. However, there is limited archaeological evidence to support this theory, and it remains a contentious issue. Internal factors. Internal factors, such as social unrest, economic decline, or the breakdown of centralized authority, may have also played a role in the civilization's decline. The gradual abandonment of urban centers and the shift to smaller, rural settlements suggest a possible decline in social cohesion and economic stability. Legacy of the Indus Valley Civilization. Despite its decline, the Indus Valley Civilization left a lasting legacy that influenced subsequent cultures in the Indian subcontinent. Many aspects of Harappan culture, such as urban planning, craft production, and religious practices, can be seen in later Indian civilizations. The continuity of certain symbols and motifs, such as the swastika and the worship of fertility deities, suggests a cultural connection between the Harappans and later Indian societies. The Indus Valley Civilization also serves as a testament to the ingenuity and resilience of ancient human societies. Their achievements in urban planning, engineering, and trade demonstrate the potential for human creativity and cooperation in building complex and prosperous communities. Conclusion: the Indus Valley Civilization stands as one of the most remarkable achievements of the ancient world. Its origins in the fertile floodplains of the Indus River, its advanced culture and town planning, its religious practices, and its extensive trade networks all contribute to a rich and complex tapestry of human history. While many aspects of the civilization remain shrouded in mystery, ongoing archaeological research continues to uncover new insights into this fascinating ancient society. The legacy of the Indus Valley Civilization endures, reminding us of the enduring impact of human innovation and the interconnectedness of ancient cultures.